साचाहृर्घ्य दर्शनश्रवण परिकीर्तनादिभिर्विभावैः समुत्पद्यते.
The rasa of Bhibhatsa has Jugupsa as the sthayi bhava. Jugupsa is disgust. Now, as you heard in the shlokam, this disgust can be generated due to several reasons. There are some very interesting reasons that I came across in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu as well as in Ujjvala Neelamani of Rupa Goswami. These are the two Krishna Bhakti texts by one of the 5 Goswamins of Vrindavan, Rupa Goswami. So, in the Nāṭyaśāstra, the primary area for Jugupsa is the battlefield, because the sight of blood, the sight of cut limbs, the sight of all the gore creates Jugupsa within us. But there are more reasons described in the texts. One reason I found very entertaining was what is called Shuddha Bhibhatsa. Now, when I thought about what is Shuddha Bhibhatsa, I came across an interesting example which Rupa Goswami gives, and he says, some things are not, you don't need an external circumstance for it to happen. Several centuries of your genetic, your upbringing, or your cultural environment can generate a certain disgust. And he gives a very sweet example, and he says, like how a Brahmin feels when he sees garlic. So it's a very interesting example, the natural disgust that a vegetarian would feel when faced with non-vegetarian food. This is Shuddha Bhibhatsa. But other than this, that which an external condition creates are also 2 in number, which are discussed by the different theorists. One is called Udvegi. That is when you see a very dirty place, when you see excrete, when you see worms, reptiles, a kind of a natural disgust that is born. And the second is called Vitrasitaka. When you look at all the cut limbs on a battlefield, when you look at blood, when you look at the result of the Bhayānaka Rasa, this creates intense Bhibhatsa. And in turn, the sthayi bhava of Jugupsa is what is enacted by the actors. Now, in this I have 2 interesting compositions. One is from the epic work of Kalidasa, Kumara Sambhavam. The battle between Subramanya Swami's Devata forces and Tarakasura's Rakshasas is described in a very detailed manner in the Kumara Sambhavam. And here some of the details create Jugupsa. He talks about warriors whose heads have been lopped off, and the heads are still rolling on the ground, and hawks are coming and carrying those heads away and playing with them. So this is a scene that creates a lot of Bhibhatsa Rasa. So first, let me demonstrate this scene for you, and then we will talk about the second context.
Veeranam shastrabhinnani shiramsi nipatanyapi adhavandanta dashtoshtha bhimanyabhiripu krudha shiramsi varayodhanam ardhachandra hritanyalam आददान भृशं पादैः श्येन व्यानशिरे नभः
What can create disgust in the context of Śringara? Bhayānaka and Bhībhatsa are two very unusual rasas to feature in the Śringara pantheon. But when a Nayika sees her lover coming to her after being with another woman, she is extremely disgusted. And she looks at him and says, "You promised me that you wouldn't do anything like this. You also told me a lot of lies which I thought were truths. And now what do I see? What do I smell? What is this disgusting smell? I smell old musk perfume. I look at your red eyes. I look at the marks on your cheeks and on your lips, and I'm so disgusted by your infidelity." This is another way of portraying disgust in the Śringara Rasa. Annamacharya says, "Ana bettuduvu neevu." But Ana is a typical word of the Chittoor district to say promise. But she says, "You don't keep your promises. I don't trust you. I'm disgusted by you." Annamacharya Kirtana.
तदरननरन आन आनबेट्टुदुवु नीवु आनबेट्टुदुवु नीवपटि नानो रणचियोरी నీ నిజాలకు నాతో నేడైన మానరా బెట్టుదువు నీవపటి నానో రణచియోరి నీ నిజాలకు నాతో నేడైన మానరా అనబెట్టుదువు నీవు. పచ్చడాల జౌవని పరిమళమేడదిరా పచ్చి సేతను చేకిళ్ళపై నీకేడదిరా గచ్చు మోవి మీదనున్న కసిగాటులేడవిరా ఇచ్చ కూడా కానుకెంపులేడవి కలిగేరా బెట్టుదువు నీవపటి నానో రణచియోరి నీ నిజాలకు నాతో నేడైన మానరా